So today we're going to try drawing portraits using a photograph for reference. Now, this is going to vary pretty widely depending on your individual comfort level with how you're going to do this. But let me show you mine. Now it's sped up a lot. It's in ×5 speed. So don't try and use it as a step-by-step guide. Just look at it as someone running through the steps really quickly and trying to show you how they would go about doing it. I know everybody's going to have different solutions and you're going to have different levels of portraits, and that's fine. What I want you to do is make sure you're looking at what you're trying to draw while you're drawing it. Make sure you're always referring back to the picture that you're working on from, and just do your best to make a representation. Now you'll notice some of my drawings are not 100% accurate, and then I'm going to go over their lines with a thick Sharpie. It's mostly to try and capture what I'm looking at. It's more of a visual study than it is like a attempt at creating a photorealistic representation of what that is, right? So this is a photograph of my father-in-law and my daughter, and what I'm doing is just trying to do a sketchbook study. So I'm looking at it and I'm drawing out all the heads first, and then I'm going to try and fit the bodies around them. Now, this is not always the best for trying to reproduce a photograph because my heads are in slightly different positions, which then leads me into kind of shrinking some of the characters that are in the picture. So, if you can plot it out by the heads first, that's fine. The other thing you could do, it's a good strategy, is to draw the body shapes and then add your details on afterwards. But really, whatever works. I like to bounce around my drawing and just draw some things in. Now I'm going to paint this in with some watercolors, but if you would rather use colored pencils to color yours in, or if you'd just like to finish one that you've done in pencil and then go over the lines in ink and then try another one maybe, that would be fine. So basically what I'm looking for from you is an attempt at drawing a portrait of someone from a photograph, right? It can be any photograph. I don't necessarily need you to bring it all the way forward into full publishable artwork levels. But what I do want you to do is try hard at making something and put some effort into it. I'm looking for about half an hour to 45 minutes for the beginning of this. Now, I know originally I said we were going to talk about different ways to share images with me this week, but that video is harder to make than I thought, and it's not done. So just keep making stuff and don't worry about sharing it with me right away. I'm going to hopefully have that one done for next week. I'm going to have my wife hold the camera and move it around while I show you guys how to work through the different programs. But what I want you to do is have like 3 finished artworks by the end of teaching this year, which is going to be in like 3 weeks. So you can either go back and finish one of the other projects we started, or you can finish a couple of the ones that we are going to be doing in the next couple days. Whichever one you choose is fine with me, as long as you work on making 3 fully finished pieces. And we'll talk about that more when we get to the next video. But take your time, try this out, see how it feels. Maybe this is something you want to spend some more time doing. If it's really uncomfortable for you, then it's okay. Oh, and I'm sorry about my head poking in the bottom of this. Happens a couple times. I had to cut one section of the video out because my head totally blocks the drawing. Sorry, still new at this, working on it. But it's a fairly accurate representation of how I would do this. Okay, good luck. I will talk to you guys again next week, and keep making stuff. Don't worry about it.